What's up YouTube, you are back for the second episode of Let's Play DC Universe Online. So as you can see, we've created our character called Lord Ripvine. It took us a while to try find a name, but eventually I got one. So here's our character that we created. Looks very evil. So we've started off in Brainiac's ship, where we are one of the many metahumans that have been captured and sort of I think we've been tested on, but we're about to break out of Brainiac's ship because we are just so badass. So yeah, so we're just about to get into a fight with an overseer who is one of the harder enemies to defeat. You will find that this game involves a lot more sort of tactics than it would Champions Online. So I'm just going to start off by describing how the weapons work. So at the minute we have no powers. You will unlock power points throughout the game where you can spend and buy new powers. But at the minute, because we have no powers, we're going to have to use our weapon. So our weapon is, if you haven't watched episode 1, our weapon is brawling, so it's not really a weapon, but anyways. So yeah, our character uses brawling, so it just uses your fists. So the weapon uses both melee and ranged attacks, so if I was to hit the left click, I will do melee attacks, and if I was to right click, I will do like some sort of thunderclap ranged sort of thing. But because I'm brawling, melee will do a lot more damage. So yeah, so we've just, at level 1 you get your movement power straight away. So like we picked in episode 1, we picked acrobatics, so it makes you run a bit faster, you can crawl up walls, and you can jump and do backflips and shit. So yeah, so because we've headed through here, we've just leveled up and earned ourselves a power point. So these are the power points I was talking about earlier, where you will have 2 power trees. One is based around DPS and one is based around healing. But for this, because I always played DPS in this game and I think I'm rather good at it, we're just going to go with shapeshifting because that is the main DPS tree. So you will only be able to pick the first power in the power tree. Once you pick this power, these 3 will unlock, and once you pick that one, this one will unlock. So you've got to work your way down the tree. The ones at the bottom will be the strongest ones, and the ones at the top will be the less powerful ones. Which doesn't mean to say that you won't use these when you reach a high level. You will still use some of the lower end powers. But yeah. But I'll just go ahead and show you the plants as well. So as you can see, you can only pick the first one out of that as well. So we're going to pick the power called Raw, which essentially just lets me roar at an enemy and increases all damage done by my weapon by 35%. So when I use this power, my brawling will increase all of its damage by 35% as soon as I activate this power. So it's not just like do damage with a power then start with your weapon. It's like the power increases the damage of your weapon as well. And if I was in a healer role, it will heal me and my allies as soon as I use it. So we will come out of here, where we have, as you can see, in the bottom of our power tree, we have selected on the number 1 key our raw power. So once I find some enemies, I'll show you how that works. Through the game, you will come across these, which are weapon crates, or like item crates, if you will, which will hold items in that you might want to try. So, like I mentioned in the character customization screen, you will receive items throughout the game which you can wear to increase your stats. So these 2 will increase my defense, this one by 18 and this one by 24. So as you can see in the style, it says 4th world and it says not collected. So if I right clicked on this, it'll change the look of my character. So it's sort of like World of Warcraft, where you find an item, you equip it, and it changes the look. This doesn't mean to say that. Well, hold on. The best thing about this, one of the good things about this game, not the best thing, but one of the good things about this game is that if I wanted to equip this, but I didn't like what the chest piece looked like, I can go to the style tab, and I can change my style back to the one that I originally had, but I can still keep this item selected. So I'm still getting the bonus, but I'm also getting the style that I want. Also, there is a thing in the style tab where you can lock all of your costumes. So it means that whenever I equip an item, it won't change the look of my character, but it will still equip the item. Another thing here for those people who aren't healers, you will have things called soda colas, which are essentially just your health potions in the game. So you can use them if you're low on health. So we're going to continue through the ship, where there are plentiful cutscenes. So as you can see, Brainiac is gathering himself up an army. So we're going to go ahead and attack these mobs and use our power that we unlocked. So as you can see, it's like an AoE style power. And it's very powerful against these mobs. It just kills them instantly. So we can use it again and start killing all of these minute people. So yeah, we'll get these 2 as well and use raw. I don't know how raw would do damage, because that's just a bit weird. So we're gonna head and kill this little boy. Yeah. So when you kill enemies, you might have noticed that you gain energy or power. I don't know what you call it. Mana, energy, power, whatever. So when you kill an enemy, you will always gain 110 power or whatever, and that'll sort of increase how much power you can use. So the powers that you have use up mana essentially. So when you do run out of mana, it forces you to use your weapon a lot more, and then as you use your weapon, you will slowly build up mana. So we've just got a new item there, so we're just gonna head and click on these ones and get our defense up. We'll jump down here, and I really like this animation where you fall and then you sort of crash into the ground. I think it looks really cool. So we're gonna head and go down here and fall. And there are places in the game where you have to sort of hold the E button and interact with them. So I'm switching on some console which will bomb these overseers. Boom.
Move into position. Contain the human.
And then we've got to go and kill all of these enemies. Your objectives will appear in the right hand side of your screen. Another feature about this game is you can pick up and hold objects, and you can use them as melee weapons, and you can also throw them, like I'm about to demonstrate. So I can throw this crate here and blow them up if I wanted to. The game doesn't restrict you to just using weapon crates. You can also pick up cars and stuff, and you can also block. Yeah, so you can pick up cars and trucks and stuff, and you can throw them. It's just like quite a large variety of items you can pick up and attack the enemy with. He's about to throw a crate at me. And you might have noticed that you can also block in this game. Blocking is very essential for... It's not that important at the minute because we're only in the tutorial and we're not taking that much damage, but once you head out into the proper DC Universe world, you will be forced to block a lot more, especially against bosses like supervillains and stuff. You will be forced to block against them, and when you're in the block, you can hold the block button and you can roll around like this, so that's to dodge incoming ranged attacks. So we've just leveled up to level 3 and we have earned something called a skill point. So just like powers, you have skill points where you can put points into your weapons. So at the minute we've only got brawling. So there's a brawling weapon tree which will give you different attack combos. And with the different attack combos you might see that if I select this one I'll permanently gain plus 15 health. Like there's one further down this tree where you will permanently increase boost critical attack damage by 4% per point that you put in there. So these sort of increase the statistics of your character as well as give you new combos. So the only one we can actually pick here is this one. So this is called lunging right, which gives us plus 15 health, but it also lets us hold down the left click button to make us sort of lunge like this at an enemy. So this will do more damage, a lot more damage than it would if I was just doing this. So, and it's quite good if you want to just jump into a crowd of enemies.
Wonderful.
So we're at another cutscene here.
Invasion force aboard. We have to destroy this ship.
And we will head over to where we need to be. So we need to kill these dudes. Beat them down really quickly. And there's things called block breakers. So as you've seen there, we got stunned. So when you get stunned in the game, you have to press the block button to break out of a stun. I'll show you again. It's going to happen again. You'll see in a minute. It'll be like a shockwave, and we get stunned. So there. So I used my block breaker there. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the video here, guys. This is probably only a short video, and be sure to check out episode 3 when that comes out. Feel free to like, subscribe and comment. Till next time.